Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Let me really begin by first addressing the parents, the families, the grandparents if they're here, brothers, sisters, the families of the graduating class. It's a huge day in the life of all the graduating students today. And I want to felicitate the parents particularly, the families particularly, and the hard work of the students for getting to where you have today. I leave with my best wishes and prayers for you. I want to join in that tribute with the faculty, all your teachers who have contributed to your success and to your growth. Ordinarily, a speaker starts with the presidium, but in view of the importance of parents here and the contribution that they have made to the lives of each one of the graduating class here, I thought it more appropriate to start my remarks by addressing them, but I do so now with the pro-rector here, the deans, the faculty, students, all of you. Assalamu alaikum. I want to also start with a personal note, and that is the acknowledgement I have to make to the stellar contribution made in the field of education by my friend and lifelong friend, Mia Amr Mehmood. He's not here today, but the pro-rector has promised that he'll convey my felicitations and greetings to him for the outstanding quality that I see at UCP today. It's astounding, it's impressive, it's intimidating, and it comes with my admiration. My congratulations to your faculty and to the excellent team. जो मैं आज आपके पास आया हूँ, जिसकी जिम्मेवारी है वो हादिया अवान की है. She is the dean of the faculty, and because she is the dean of the law faculty, and because I am a lawyer, I think there was so much said about my work in the environment. Incidentally, that's my hobby. Environment is my hobby. I do, and I've done this for about 4 or 5 decades, absolutely pro bono. But my breadline and the only source of my income in life has been law, and I speak to you as a lawyer with about 55 years experience, probably more than the ages of many of you here. But बुजुर्गियत का एक फ़ायदा यही होता है कि जो चीज़ मैं आज आपके साथ बात करूँगा वो या 30 साल पुरानी होगी या 40 साल पुरानी होगी, but the richness that comes with age, with experience, and I'm proud of that experience and that age. It's very customary to wish the graduating class well and to praise parents for the quality of what is before us. And having done that, the next thing that a speaker at an occasion like this tries to do is to share with the students and for the consideration of the parents the few things that the speaker may have picked up as important in his life. Now, I've been a professional lawyer for 55 years, but I'll try to sum up in about the 10 minutes that have been given me कि इन 55 साल में मेरी जिंदगी में क्या-क्या चीज थी जो मेरे काम आई, which has helped me in a positive way to be invited to speak to you all today. And I put together briefly what I call 7 steps to success. मैं 20 की बात कर सकता हूँ, 25 की बात कर सकता हूँ, मगर आज मैं सिर्फ 7 चीज़ों की बात करूँगा जो मैं समझता हूँ कि ग्रेजुएटिंग क्लास, चाहे वो लॉ की हो, चाहे वो बिजनेस की हो, I think they will apply to everybody. And the first thing I submit to the students here is that start your life after your Thanksgiving day that you are celebrating here. It's a day of celebration. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving to your parents. Thanksgiving to the faculty. Thanksgiving to the Board of Governors of UCP. तो आज जो आप जिंदगी शुरू कर रहे हैं, सबसे अहम चीज मैं आपको ये मशवरा दूंगा कि ड्रीम बिग. Nothing is beyond you. Absolutely nothing. Dream big, dream high, but let me add a qualification. Be a bit more specific in what you dream. मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि मैं 55 साल जब मैं आपकी पोजीशन में था तो मैंने भी ख्वाब देखी, और मैं बताता हूँ कि मेरी ख्वाब क्या थी. मेरी ख्वाब ये थी कि मैं एक सिर्फ अच्छा वकील नहीं. Now that's the specificity that I'm trying to suggest to you. Be specific, be focused. वकील बनना कोई इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं है, मगर मैंने आज से 55 साल ये फैसला किया, ख्वाब देखी कि I want to be this country's best corporate lawyer. So I had an aim, not law. I'd worked with this country's best lawyers. I'd worked with Sardar Iqbal, who became the Chief Justice of the Punjab High Court. I'd worked with Fazl Ghani. But when I was working with them, वो सब कुछ किया करते थे. दीवानी काम भी, फौजदारी काम भी, ट्रांसपोर्ट का काम भी, आइन का काम भी. Nothing was beyond them. And 55 years ago, when I started my law practice, I did not want to do all that. I wanted to be a lawyer, but I had a mission and a specialization that I had in mind, and that's what I'm urging the graduating classes, that being a good business advisor, being a good lawyer is one thing, but your value in life is the specialization and the niche that you carve out for yourself that will be better than the others who are in the common pool. So I would then suggest, after having suggested a special focus, okay, when you are thinking of the specialization, when you are thinking of what you want to be known as, don't follow, parents forgive me for saying this, don't follow what your parents tell you. Don't follow what the pro-rector tells you. Don't follow what the faculty tells you, but follow your heart. I don't think I can give any better advice to anybody, anywhere, anytime, than to say that anything that they do in life must be something that they enjoy doing. You may be good at doing certain things, but if you don't enjoy doing that which you are good at, it's not a happy life. So follow your heart and you will never go wrong. I followed my heart. I'd worked on Wall Street. I'd worked with 3 of the best law firms in the world. I'd worked with Covington and Burling in Washington, D.C. I'd worked with Sullivan and Cromwell on Wall Street. And with those experiences, I thought that there's a specialization that Pakistan needs to open up to, and that was corporate law. And that's what I set out to do 55 years ago. Now, when you do this, I'm still on my first step. Please do it having followed your heart, having made your choice, perhaps having disappointed your parents, having disappointed your teachers, bring a very positive attitude to life. जिंदगी में बहुत अहम चीज है. नेगेटिविटी तबाह कर देती है हर करियर को. So be positive in life. वो जो कहते हैं कि always see the glass half full rather than half empty. Let me acknowledge that one of the most stirring speeches that I've heard in my life was when Eleanor Roosevelt died. I was a student in America at that time. Adlai Stevenson was the ambassador of the US to the UN. He eulogized her, and hear this very, very carefully. It has really been something that I've tried to measure all my life. Adlai Stevenson कहता है Eleanor Roosevelt के मुतालिक that the quality of her life was such that she never cursed the darkness, but instead always lit candles. And that's the optimism I want to leave you with. कि मनफी सोच ना सोचे, मनफी सोच सोचो ही ना. कि मैंने जिंदगी भर में बड़े लोग मुझे जानते हैं. I have really, I don't want to be sacrilegious here, but I don't think I curse too many things in life. जहां मैं कोई चीज कर सकता हूं, in a positive way, I call it lighting candles. And I've done a lot of work in charities, I've done a lot of work in the environment, I've done a lot of work in education. I call it lighting candles. So the first thing is choose your career, choose a specificity. और मैं बता रहा था कि वालिदैन की और उस्तादों की मैं तौहीन नहीं करना चाहता था, मगर मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी के तजर्बे से बताना चाहता हूँ कि जब मैंने यहाँ वो ख्वाब देखी कि मैं कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर बनना है मुझे, तो मेरी भी परवरिश इसी मुल्क में हुई थी. माँ बाप ने सिखाया था कि उस्तादों की अदब करो, हमारी बात सुनो. तो मैं अपने उस्तादों के पास गया. सरदार इकबाल साहब बहुत ही अजीम इंसान, the mentors of my life, one of the great persons who transformed my life and motivated me and inspired me. I go to him. I said, सरदार साहब, मैंने अब वकालत शुरू करनी है, तो मैं सोचता हूँ मैं कॉर्पोरेट लॉ करूँ. And now here is what the man I revere, I look up as to almost the status of my parents. And he says, Parvez, there is no such thing as corporate law specialization. You will do everything. You will do company law, you will do criminal law, you will do civil law, you will do transport law, you will do constitutional law. ये वो उस्ताद था जिसने मेरी जिंदगी में एक ऐसा असर लेके आया that I'm grateful to today. But what did I do? I disregarded him. I go to my second उस्ताद फजले गनी साहब, वो भी हाई कोर्ट के जज रह चुके थे. उनसे मैंने बात की कि मैंने जी कॉर्पोरेट लॉ करना है. I wish I had more time. I went to many people. बाखुदा किसी ने मुझे नहीं कहा कि कॉर्पोरेट लॉ करो और ये शायद तुम्हारा मुस्तकबिल बन सकता है. मैंने किसी की नहीं सुनी, because I was following my heart. और मेरी नब्ज उस पुश्त की बता रही थी कि आज से 10 साल के बाद, 15 साल के बाद, 20 साल के बाद ये वक्त आएगा स्पेशलाइजेशन का, जो सरदार साहब नहीं सोच सके, फजल गनी साहब नहीं सोच सके. मगर I had a better pulse on my generation, which was 50 years younger than they, and that is why I said गुस्ताखी मैंने की कि वालिदैन को डिसरिगार्ड कर लो, क्योंकि शायद आपकी पल्स उनसे बेहतर हो. दूसरी बात, because I chose to do corporate work, I thought I will have an office. छोटा सा मैंने दफ्तर लिया वापडा हाउस में. ओए परवेज, वापडा हाउस वकील दे दफ्तर नहीं कदी कर दे. ਉਹ फेन रोड, गर्नर रोड, मजंग रोड, ये सारे उत्थे ही कम कर देने, मंडी वो है। नॉट वन पर्सन, मुबालगा इसमें कोई नहीं है। किसी ने नहीं कहा कि अगर तुम्हें कॉर्पोरेट लॉ करना है तो वॉपडा हाउस में अच्छी बिल्डिंग थी, एयर कंडीशन थी, good working conditions, and I wanted that because I knew that's my life. So I disregarded them. I can multiply these examples, but I leave it there to suggest that there are times when you can and should ignore those that you have revered in a bona fide manner, not in a rebellious sense. बदतमीजी में नहीं, मगर अगर आप इस सोच पे आ चुके हैं कि ये आपकी ज़िंदगी के लिए, आपके लिए अच्छी चीज़ है, तो शायद उन फैक्ट्स को जो आपने कंसिडर किया, आपके वालिदैन ने नहीं किया और आपके उस्ताद ने किया। सो दैट्स माय फर्स्ट थिंग इज ड्रीम बिग, ड्रीम हाई, हैव अ फोकस, बी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक एंड मूव ऑन विद लाइफ। माय सेकंड थिंग थी, इसमें मैं यही अर्ज करना चाहता हूँ कि मैंने जो ख्वाब देखी थी वो सिर्फ ये नहीं थी कि आई वांट टू बी द बेस्ट इन व्हाट आई डू, एंड देयर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशनैलिटी टू दैट बीइंग बेस्ट। आई नॉट ओनली वांटेड टू बी द बेस्ट, एंड दिस इज फार मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन बीइंग बेस्ट, आई वांटेड टू बी रिस्पेक्टेड, कि इज्जत करे माशरा, कि अच्छा इंसान है। So the respect that I was seeking in that dream that I had 55 years ago was on top of my list. Being the best in the profession, and not only being the best, but also respected. And where does respect come from? Respect does not come from brilliance. Respect does not come from understanding a law. Respect does not come from hard work. Respect does not come from interpreting a law. Respect comes from that moral judgment one makes in life to be a good human being. And that is very important. बहुत सारे वकील मुझसे बहुत बेहतर हैं, ज़्यादा काम करते हैं, ज़्यादा समझ है उनकी, but somehow they lose the respect of the clients and society because the judgment that they bring on the table for the client is not in the best interest of the client, but in the business that the lawyer is in, which is of earning fees. छोटी सी मिसाल दे दूं कि पेट खाली था, वॉपडा उसका थोड़ा सा किराया था, 800 रुपये उस वक्त तक किराया, काम नहीं था, क्लाइंट आते थे, फीस ऑफर करते थे, मेज पे रखते थे, बट आई वुड लुक एट द फैक्ट्स ऑफ द केस एंड आई वुड फाइंड कि बात नहीं बनेगी, बात नहीं बनेगी। ये वो वक्त है कि जब हर वकील ये फर्ज समझता था, फर्ज, और मेरी नुक्ताचीनी होती थी, यार तू वकालत कर रहे हैं या थोड़ा कम खराब कर रहे हैं। फर्ज क्या समझते थे कि कोई भी का केस में आ जाए तो ये कहना है वो जबरदस्त केस है, मैं इस करांगा। यू लूज, जज नू समझ नहीं आई, यू गो इन टू अपील और फीस लो, रिश्वत खा गया जज। सो यू फाइंड एक्सक्यूजेस, बट फॉर 16-20 years आप एक गंदे केस को लेकर चलते हैं। सो वेरी अर्ली इन माई लाइफ, and this is where respect comes in, I decided that I will not mislead a client for the sake of my fees. And I've stuck to that for 55 years. I've told people to pick up huge bags of money on my table when I knew कि एक बंदा मेरे पास आया, काफ़ी सारे पैसे मेज़ पे रखे, 7 years in my profession, and I told him, मैंने कहा आपकी ज़िद है, मैं इतनी मेरी उम्र है, मेरा एक घर लाहौर में बन गया है, एक इस्लामाबाद में बन गया है, अगर आप जिद करेंगे मेरा एक कराची में भी बन जाएगा, आपका कुछ नहीं होना। So I evolved a system where I told clients that a bad settlement is better than a good law victory. See, if you win a case in court, it is subject to appeal, it is subject to another appeal, it is subject to review, it is subject to payment of more fees, it's subject to another 10 to 16 years of your life. So when you orchestrate a settlement for a client, you bring closure, you bring finality, and he or she moves on to other things in life. And that is the integrity that I'm suggesting as a second stepping stone for success. You bring integrity, bring fairness, and bring dependability in all that you do. ये तीन चीजें याद रखें. Integrity, which is financial, which is moral, which is the whole gamut. Okay. Where you can be proud of being a good human being defines integrity. ठीक है? मैं वो दीन में नहीं आज तक झूठ नहीं बोलना, ये नहीं करना बोलना. Integrity to me is your judgment that you make on the table when people come to you to seek advice, which is inspired not by your need to build another house, but his welfare eventually. He comes first. He or she comes first. So that's integrity, fairness. Again, I'll give a very quick example. I've had many opportunities in my life where I've been in a position to give my clients a very, very good contract, which he would think good. मेज पे जब मुज़ाकरत होती थी, तो I would usually accept a few things the other side would ask, which my client would oppose, and I said, if I'm your lawyer, you leave the judgment to me. Because I like to lead events, I don't want to follow because you've paid a huge fees to engage me, and I'll try to give you the best contract. For me, the best contract is not the best contract that your client could get, but the best contract is the fairest contract that both the parties could get. कि एक मैं अच्छा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दे दूं, इसको किसी चीज़ की समझ ना आई हो, मुझे समझ आ गई होगी कि अगर ये मैंने लिख दिया तो इसका ये फायदा होगा, मगर अगर इसके हक में नहीं था, बात नहीं चलेगी, टूट जाएगा. It will collapse, the contract will not work. So I was looking far ahead than an immediate aim of getting some pluses on legal issues from him. But if your contract is fair to both the parties, and that, believe you me, is a reputation I've developed. Parvez jo kaam karta hai, he tries to look after the interest of the other party also. And I do it not because I love the other party, but I love my client more, and I want to give my client a contract that would work for the 10 years for which the contract was made. अगर उसमें वो कबाहत होगी, 2 साल के बाद खड़क जाएगा, वो टर्मिनेशन नोटिस आ जाएगा, आर्बिट्रेशन हो जाएगी, फिर कहेंगे यार वकील साहब इतनी कर देता है. Fairness, integrity, dependability. Dependability में मैं आता हूँ, बहुत अहम है लॉयर्स के लिए ख़ास तौर पे. अगर आपने किसी को 9 बजे वक्त दिया है, तो 9:02 ना करें. Be available for the time that you have fixed. And I have that reputation. I'm punctual. And people who come to see me are told to be punctual because I expect them to be punctual. Punctuality becomes relevant professionally because a client comes to you and you say कि मैं ये 4 दिन में करूँगा, so I make a commitment, 3 o'clock Wednesday, is it convenient? सेटिस्फैक्ट्री फॉर यू, वो कहते हैं जी हाँ 3 बजे ठीक है मुझको। बिलीव यू मी, मैंने 55 साल अपनी लॉ फर्म चलाई है, जब 3 बजे कमिट होता है, 2:45 चीज़ चली जाती है, 3:15 कभी नहीं जाती। एंड दैट्स द रेपुटेशन ऑफ डिपेंडेबिलिटी, एंड देयर इज नथिंग मोर प्रेशियस कि क्लाइंट को ये पता हो कि अगर हसन ने कहा है कि 3 बजे एक चीज़ मिल जाएगी तो वो मिल जाएगी, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आ जाएगा। सो प्लीज़ कीप दिस इन व्यू। जितनी भी आप मेहनत कर लें, जितने भी आप ब्राइट हों, जितनी आपकी माँ की दुआएं लगी हों, अगर एट द एंड ऑफ द डे क्लाइंट का काम वक्त पे ना हो तो यू हैव नॉट परफॉर्म्ड। I'll move on. I'm going to rush a bit. And that's diversity. When I started practice as a lawyer did nothing but law. वो सुबह भी कानून देखता था, दोपहर को भी कानून देखता था, रात को भी कानून देखता था, सोते वक्त भी कानून देखता था। I wanted to be different. I tried to be different. And I'm suggesting to all my graduating class colleagues here, please, whatever you do, whether it is MBA, whether it is law, bring a diversity, following your heart in what you do. It enriches your judgment, it adds to your experience, and it's valued by your clients. I'll hurriedly tell you the 5 things that I did to bring that diversity in my life. सबसे पहले जब मैंने वकालत शुरू की, I started writing articles, अखबारों में, न्यूज़ वीक में, इधर उधर. So that's one avenue each of you would have, because people read, decision makers read, policy makers read. I wrote an article on the sharing of assets between Bangladesh and Pakistan when Bangladesh was created. I didn't know Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. I wrote an article, telephone आया कि जी Bhutto साहब wants you to be on the team that negotiates the debts of Pakistan with Bangladesh. He saw an article, so I commend to you, whether it is articles, मैंने articles लिखे, उसके बाद मुझे TV interviews पे बुलाया गया, and many things happened in my life because people read what I had written. So that's the first diversity. Find time, follow your heart to write about issues that you think that you can contribute to society. 2, see if you can teach on the side. वो part-time teaching, it was very popular at that time. I came back और मेरा 800 रुपये किराया हो गया था, वब्डा हाउस में पैसे नहीं थे. So I started teaching at the Civil Services Academy. All the Foreign Service probationers, officers, I would teach international law when I'd go there. I'd get 50 rupees for each lecture, and I found that I would make about almost as much as my full month's rent in Wapta House. But that was not the main reason I was teaching. It was for the diversification. Now I'll fast forward. I've led a very busy life internationally, and in the last 40 years, there was seldom any place in the world, Africa, जहाँ Latin America, जहाँ सोच रहे, जहाँ मैं जाता हूँ, जहाँ वो बंदा नहीं था जो मेरा स्टूडेंट सिविल सर्विस, वो पहले 3rd secretary था, फिर 2nd secretary था, फिर ambassador बन गया, फिर ambassador house. So, you know, this opened up huge amounts of doors to me. A car from the ambassadors, wherever I went, whether it was Oman, you know. So teaching has been helpful. It gives you a window. It keeps you up to date academically with issues that you are grappling with, and helps out. Environment. The time is 1969. When I come back, nobody in Pakistan talks about the environment. कोई समझता नहीं कि environment क्या है. Very early, I picked up the field And I'm not one of the first, I'm the first person who spoke about the environment in Pakistan. Oh, बेवकूफ है, देखो मगरबियत है, येल थे, हार्वर्ड को पढ़ के उन्होंने दी गल्लां करता है. पाकिस्तान में तो मसला ही कोई नहीं. Nobody could predict what I was telling them, climate change. It was going to happen. वो कहें बेवकूफ, ये तो बिल्कुल बेवकूफ है, अपना काम क्यों नहीं करता, ये इन चीज़ों की बातें क्यों करता है. तो जब किसी को समझ नहीं आती कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, तो एक इल्ज़ाम लगा कि जी CIA द एजेंट है. So I got on to that label. But I'll rush through 4 things that I worked in the environment, and I worked to the leadership of the international community in international environmental law. मैंने वो चीज़ें की internationally. I was elected the chairman of the World Commission on Environmental Law. I launched the Earth Charter in 2000 at the Peace Palace at The Hague. I drafted that with Mikhail Gorbachev, the Russian president, with Maurice Strong and Steve Rockefeller. The 4 of us launched this at the Peace Palace, and it was a great privilege for me to be one of the founding draftsmen of the Earth Charter. I put together a team for 5 years, which I chaired, which drafted the Global Treaty on Environment and Development. वो अभी तक UN system, then I submitted it to the United Nations General Assembly in September 1995. And the last thing that I can talk about very proudly is when I became chairman of the World Commission on Environmental Law, पाकिस्तान में और डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज में माहौलियत में इतनी उजागर नहीं थी. तो मेरा फोकस था कि इन इलाकों में let me stimulate the interest in the environment in these countries. It was not in the syllabus of the law schools. It was not something that students took to. So मैंने कहा अगर मैंने हर मुल्क में जाके ये माहौलियात की तालीम शुरू की तो मेरे तो 150 साल तो उसी में गुजर जाएंगे. So I'll tell you what I did, and it was held out as a model vision. I set up a capacity building center in Singapore. देखिए अगर आपकी सोच अच्छी हो ना, पैसा आपको मिल जाता है. That's the first thing I told you. Come in with a dream, a focus, develop it. So I thought of a center where I would get the world's best faculty in environmental law. I would create materials for the 100 countries that I wanted to introduce environmental law in the curriculum. और वहाँ मैंने, it was called the Asia Pacific Center for Environmental Law. Malaysia got in touch with me, they wanted me to headquarter it there. Indonesia got in touch with me कि जी यहाँ रख लें. I chose Singapore because अंग्रेजी है, common law system है, visa मिलते हैं आसानी से, और वहाँ का foreign minister मेरा दोस्त था Tommy Koh. So I went to Tommy Koh. Tommy Koh gave me the campus, National University of Singapore, NUS. That's where the APSEL is located. He gave me a 250,000 along with the campus. I went to the Asian Development Bank with this project. They gave me almost $1 million, and it's a model capacity building, global training facility that has been set up. People are replicating it in Latin America, in Africa, and so on and so forth. So वही कहता हूँ, dream big, dream well, and if your dream is a good one, लोग पीछे खड़े हो जाएंगे. So environment में, international पे, I've had tremendous amount of success. Locally, I drafted the laws here, I did the Shalazia case, and I think I've come and talked about that in one of your classes here. I've gone into education also. Diversification बात है. I am one of the founding, not fathers, now grandfather of LUMS. I'm a founding father of BNU. I have been on the board of Government College University for 8-10 years. I was chairman of the National College of Arts for 6 years. I've been on the board of H.N. College for 8 years. I have been on the board of Sadiq Public School and many others, and it's only because I bring a commitment with all the things that I've been urging to you. लेकिन मेरा कोई वाक चाचा मामा नहीं था वहाँ. You know, you have a thought, you plan it well, and it works out. So education, I feel very proud that any good initiative in this country, whether it was the TCF, वो भी brainstorm मेरे साथ हुआ था, so I've been very, very fortunate. I should also mention that I put together the Shaukat Khanum Hospital. That's another thing. तो वो भी diversity में आ गया था. तो I wanted कि वो Imran was my client as a cricketer when he joined Packer. He was my client with Majid and Wasim Bari and Zahir Abbas and the others when Imran wanted to be kept. So it went well, and he rang the bell one night at my house and said, Doctor Sahab, hospital bana de. I thought he had land, he didn't. I thought he had money, he didn't. I thought he had a naksha, he didn't. Okay, all right. So, वो बन गया. Alrighty. I'll rush through the last two. मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि I want you to be role model citizens. Role model citizen वो होता है जो लोग देख के कहें कि ये इंसान अच्छा है और शहरी अच्छा है. और and that's for the lawyers particularly. Please comply with the laws. Many lawyers fail to become judges because they haven't paid taxes at the right time. Taxes, they do everything that you think is good. छोटी छोटी बातें मैंने लिखी हुई हैं. Respect queues. Don't litter in the parks. Do not waste water. Do not waste electricity. आपके बच्चे अगर स्कूल जाते हैं, try to see if you can pooling arrangements. वो H.N. College 100 बच्चे हैं, 100 गाड़ियां बाहर खड़ी होती हैं. Move away from that culture. I next want to talk about कि जो चीज़ अगर आप सोच लें कि वो आपके लिए वो ठीक है, and you've made that decision, then do it. And I've talked about earlier, irrespective of the opposition, कि वो ये था कि do what you believe is right, unafraid of the opinion of others. Lastly, or सबसे important, is payback time. I hope each of you in the graduating class will keep in mind that the UCP will benefit immensely from your continued interest in its progress, and if God blesses you with resources, with donations. So payback time is very, very important in life. जब तक वो ज़राए नहीं आते, आप लीगल एड मुफ्त करें. और मैं आखिरी बात ये करूंगा कि जब मैंने अपना काम शुरू किया, वो दिन जिस दिन मैंने वो ख्वाब देखी, उस दिन मैंने अपने आप से एक वादा किया. पेट खाली था, आमदनी कोई नहीं थी, काम कोई नहीं था. A big question mark of which way I'd go, but I took a decision on the very first day in my office. and the scene was this, कि परवेज तेरे दफ्तर में कोई भी आ जाए, कोई भी काम लेके आए, और अगर उस काम में वो पैसा घर नहीं लेके जाए तो मैं मुफ्त करूंगा। So I have followed that in 55 years. There is nobody who has ever come to my office, male, female, Balochi, Sindhi, Pathan, any place, अगर वो नॉन प्रॉफिट काम है जिसके लिए मुआशरे का फ़ायदा हो रहा हो, तो मैंने कहा था कि मैं मुफ्त करूँगा। आज तक उसको निभाया। सेठों को इंतज़ार करनी पड़ती है कभी मिलने के लिए, मगर जिनके लिए मैं मुफ्त काम करता हूँ एक सेकंड इंतज़ार नहीं होता। फ़ोन पे एक कभी नहीं बताया जाता कि ही इज़ बिज़ी ऑन द अदर लाइन, क्योंकि मैं नहीं समझता हूँ कि वो ये कहें कि क्योंकि मुफ्त कर रहा है तो ही सेकंड बेस्टिंग मी। I leave you with these very, very humble suggestions. Any that help you, please use them. I do want to tell you that each one of the things that I have said has made it a better life for me, a more respectable life for me, and in terms of the satisfaction I have of having done work for clients and civil society, I think it's very rewarding. I wish you all the best. मेरी दुआएं आप सबके साथ हैं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।